Okay, so let's continue from here now. So before we go to the tasks that we specify the exact date and time where it will be executed, I have something to highlight to you guys here. For example, let's take the first one as example. Let's comment this one. Let me comment this. Okay. For example, I have two users. Let's say user 1 and user 2. Let's say I have two users. These two users, they can share the same task, but different schedule. Okay, so they can share the same task, the same check and report. Let's say the two users, they use the same platform, they log in with different accounts, and they want to access different or even the same URL. But for example, the first user choose to be reported at every 3 seconds. The second user, for example, every 3 seconds. So the first user want to access URL 1, second user can access URL 2. You can see here two different users, for example, they're accessing two different URLs, but they are using the same method, okay, at different time. Okay, let's check this way of code. You can see here the first user already will trigger at 3 seconds. Sorry, okay. Then after 2 seconds, the second user should be there. See, 32, 34 after 2 seconds. So URL 1 will trigger at 32 for the first time. So the next one should be when? Because every 3 seconds. So the next one should be 35 because 32 plus 3 seconds, 35. This one every 5 seconds. So 34 should be 39 or 30. Sorry, 39. Yes, here we go. Okay, so you can see here these two users, they are been accessing the function or the task at different period, okay, and performing or accessing different URL at the same time. Okay, so we can do this. You see how strong and powerful is this? You can do many combination with this code. Okay, so now we have finished with this. Let's make comment this as well. So now we come to the one that I call deterministic, or the one that can be exactly determined or specify the dates and the day, exactly even the time when you want to trigger. So for example, you want to be let me copy the one of them so it won't be long. Let's talk about the minutes. Okay, so for example, I want it to be every minute at or every minute at specific second. Let's say every minute at the 5th second. So the next minute at the 5th second. Okay, how we do this? So first we no need to put any number here. Every minute we can use at. Every minute at specific seconds. For example, 5th seconds, then do this thing. We can do this also. So every minute at the 5th second we will do this. So we can see here in this scheduled task, it will execute at every minute at exactly 5th second. Okay, or we can do like this again, every 10 minutes at this seconds, something like this also we can do. Or we can do following the hours, every hours at, let's say, 15 minutes. So every hour at this minute it will be trigger this this task. Or we can be even more specific. Let me comment this. Okay, we can do so by we do it like schedule dot every, we trigger it every day at, here we will specify the exact date, sorry, exact time, because date is every day. At where, for example, 20, this is the hour, minutes is, let's say, 25 seconds 02. Okay, then don't do this thing, don't do our function or call our method. Okay, so this one will be executed every day at this time. So now is 6:52. If I can make it trigger soon, but I mean, I will try to make it like trigger 6, maybe 55. So since it's 6 now, is mean 18. 53, make it 54. And 2 seconds, make it 0 seconds. We'll trigger this. Yep, so let's try. So here we go, it's waiting now. When it's reached 1854, exactly every day will be triggered. So now is 1853, so within a few seconds now I expect it to be triggered. Okay, so almost now, almost the same time, and here we go. So now it matches our condition, which is exactly every day 1854, and 0 second is triggered already. So if we wait it until next day, which is tomorrow, if you guys are willing to wait for it until tomorrow, we can wait and see it will be triggered again tomorrow at this time, 1854 again. Okay, so you see how strong and very powerful, yet it's easy to be implemented. We can do many things with this powerful package. Okay, we even can specify it more. We make it more specified to exactly what we want to do. For example, we want to trigger it at exactly one day of the week, like say exactly on Monday, every Monday, or every Saturday, every specific day of the week. Okay, so you can say schedule.every. For example, I want it every Monday. Okay, every day of the week, which is every Monday at this time, which is, for example, again 18, 22, 52. Then do this job. Okay, this one we even more specified it only on Monday at this time. Okay, so if we run it now, you see is waiting to be Monday at this time, then it will be triggered. Then wait for the next cycle or for the next Monday to be triggered again. So every Monday only will be triggered. Okay, so you can see how powerful and how strong this is. Really amazed me when I use it for the first time. This helped me a lot in my application. I hope it will help you as well. So next thing we'll be learning in this tutorial is how to cancel, or how can I say, how to clear, or how to kill a task, how to clear the task. For example, I have task is already running, for example, every 3 seconds. Then suddenly the user want to exit it or want to clear it to do another task. So we will learn now how to clear that task. Okay. Okay. You should just, before we talk about the job canceling and all this thing, so I forgot to mention two examples actually. Uh, the first one is called the random running or random execution, where we give you some, it will give some window of time, let's say from 1 to 5 minutes, execute this code. And the second one is the until, where the code will be executed, let's say every 5 seconds until a certain date and time. So we'll talk about these two before we end up with job canceling or task ending. Okay, so first one we will say is the random. I'm not sure why they have this or when we can use it, but it's there and it's good to know. Maybe in the future we will face some issue that require this thing. Okay, so how to implement this? The one can be executed in a range by calling the schedule dot every, let's say, two from 2 to, let's say, 10 seconds, let me copy the previous one, do this guy, let's say, go here. Okay, so if you can see here, it will execute this, our check and report with this URL from time between 2 to 10 is randomly set. We cannot control as between 2 and 10. Let's say you start from 53, now 58 is about 4 or 5 seconds, and 50 to here about 3 seconds, then 4 seconds. So it's randomly between 2 to 10 seconds, or you can change it to minutes. Okay, so it is there already, this option. We might need it in the future. Okay, the second excited feature actually, and also is very strong, is you can run your schedule until a certain time. You can run your schedule, let's say we keep it every 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds, but we will have until a certain condition. For example, until a time of, for example, 20, 30, and 10 seconds. Okay? Until hours, 20, 30 minutes, and 10 seconds. So this one will be key continuously running every 10 seconds until this time. If you see now, it will be running. Here we go. If we wait about 10 seconds, which is then we can see it trigger again. Here we go. Okay, or we can use it with the date and time. Since I believe we have date and time, so we can utilize that one also to set the exact date and time. Let me copy this, so we don't want to take more time, and comment this guy. Make this every, let's say, 3 seconds until date time dot date time. Yeah, not data, date. Datetime dot datetime. Then you put the complete date, which is, for example, 2025 month, second, day 15, hour 10, minutes 22, second 3, something like this. So now if we run this guy here, it will be running continuously every 3 seconds until it's meet this condition. You see, it's nice. It's really, really powerful. Or you can just we copy this guy. We can do the other one, which is rather easier. We take out all this, then we can directly mention the date and time here. For example, 2024, we make it at the end of 2024, which is, but by the way, if like this, we can, if in this format, we need to use the dash 24 by the end of 24, which is November. Make it the 1st of November, and the hours will be, let's say, 20 and 36 minutes with 10 seconds, something like this. Okay, so this is the format if you want to use the direct date and time. Here we go, it's still running. So we can do some tests. I'm curious to do some testing. Let's comment this guy here. We take the one until, here we go, until this guy. Oh, let's keep it there. We're just here. So now the time is 18. 18 is 20. Sorry, is 8 p.m. It's been 20 and 6 minutes. Make it 07 00. So now we should see it should be running until the time is over. Oh, because this one 10 seconds, sorry. Let's make it faster a bit by make it like 2 seconds. Because we're almost there. Here we go. It's the running trigger. We're still 8 and 6 8 and 6 minutes. Let's see how long it will be changed. Almost there. Now 40 seconds, 50 seconds. Okay. There we go. You see, still triggering as long as we haven't reached this condition, which is 8 and 7 minutes. Okay. Now we're still 8 and 6 minutes. Here we go. So now we are clocking 8 and 7 minutes, and you see no more updates. This is the last update we got. No more. Okay. Which is 20 and hours 26 minutes and 59 seconds. So after that we'll be triggering the minute 7, so it's not fulfill the condition. Okay guys, so this one I believe is the, actually there are more functions and more features you can explore. For example, there's a tags, there are repeaters, and also what they call decorators. There are run all, and a lot of other features you can explore yourself in the schedule document. I'll try to attach all the needed document in the description box. However, anything you want me to explain or anything you haven't understand, please do let me know. I will try to explain it further in the next video. Okay, so with this, I believe we are ready to move on to the job termination or job canceling. Okay, so here we reach to the last part of our tutorial today. So in this part, we will learn how to cancel, clear, and suspend the tasks. Okay. So first of all, let's say we have tasks. Let's activate these two. Okay. So let's say I have two tasks now. The first one run at say 2 seconds. The second one run at 5 seconds. Okay, let's test them out. Here we go. So this is the first one, then second one, first, second, first, second. Okay. So here is our tasks. For example, I want to cancel for some reason and for somewhere in our code, for example, when the user clicks something or react to something, we need to cancel, for example, some certain tasks. Okay, so we can do so by first we need to assign a title or container of this task. We call it, let's say the first container, we call it like task1 equal this guy, and task2 equal this guy. So we have these two tasks. So now let's say somewhere in our code, which is here, for example, then the user clicked or choose something that need to cancel task1. Okay, so here let's say the user did something or he selected something, then we need to cancel a specific task. So we can use scheduler or schedule dot cancel job. Then we need to assign the job title or the container that we mentioned just now, which is either task1 or task2. So since we want to cancel task1, so there we go. So now we should not, because since we have nothing, I mean, we don't have anything in between, and the task1 will be canceled before going to the schedule dot the schedule running pending. So as a conclusion, task1 will never run. So it means only task2 will be running, which is every 5 seconds. Let's see. Task2, which is access URL 2. Here we go. URL 2 and URL 2 again, which is every 5 seconds exactly. Okay. So task1 is already being canceled for some reason inside the code, or maybe we need to cancel task2 only. There we go. So now task1 should be every 2 seconds, 47, 49, 51, etc. Okay, so with this we are canceling a specific task due to user requirement or user click here, click there, then need to cancel a specific task. So this is how we deal with it. Now, if I don't want to cancel a specific task, but I want the task, I want that task to be run once only. Okay. The user might also select, they say, okay, I want this task to be run only once, then terminated. So in this, let's say we have two tasks. This thing actually we can achieve it by adding a specific return instruction, which is return schedule dot cancel job. Okay, so this one is a fixed hard-coded inside the function itself. So with this, we cannot use the same function for two tasks, otherwise both of them will be terminated. So with this, I will do two codes. One, I will call it reporter1 and reporter2, and one of them will be terminated, another one will not be terminated, something like this. Yep. Okay, so reporter1 will not be terminated, will be just a normal task. Reporter2 is the one with the return of job canceling. So from here, I will choose the task one will be go to reporter 1 and task 2 reporter 2. Here we go. So now when we're going to run this code, task 1, which is linked to the reporter 1, will be continuously running every 2 seconds. But task 2, which is linked to reporter 2, which is here, since we have this return special command at the end of the function, it's going to be executed only once, then terminated after this. Okay, let's check it out. So here we go. The first one is executed, first because every 2 seconds. Then the second one also executed. Then if you notice, the second one should execute every 5 minutes. So 17, 18, 20, no more. You see, only task 1 being executed. Task 2 is only run once. Where is it? Here is this. Task 2, sorry, this is the task 2. Task 2 run only once and terminated after that. See, no more task 2. Why? Because we use this instruction, which is schedule.cancel job, which is allowed to run only once. Okay, so how now if let's say we have many jobs or many tasks? Let's say we have 4 tasks now. Task 1, task 2, and here we have task 3 and task 4. And every one of them accessing different things, doing different things. Okay, let's try this. This is 2, 5. This one make it 4 and 7. Okay, let's run this guy. So we should see 5 or 4 tasks now. This is task 1, task 2, task 1, task 2. Waiting for task 3. Here we go. Task 5 should be 7. Oh, sorry, task 3 is still task 3. This one 2, 2, whatever. Okay. So you can see here there are a lot of tasks and they are intersected with each other. They might do something. So it's a good practice at the end of the software or at the end of your piece of code. After you finish your task, let's say you finish your code now, the user click on the exit button to exit the software. It's good to do cleaning. Okay, to do what we call code cleaning, or we call it clean and safe exit. Okay, how to do so? By releasing all the ports if we are connected to any ports, or releasing all the resources like clearing the RAM, clearing the USB COM ports if we're accessing or linked to them. At the same time, we need to clear all the tasks or all the thread if we have threads. But since here we are talking about the tasks or about the schedule, so we need to clear all the schedules. How to do so? By clearing all the schedules. Okay, by using schedule.clear. Okay, this instruction will clear all the tasks that's been running in your code previously. Okay, so for example, here we have 4 codes. Let's say here is the exit button where the user press the exit, and you need to clean up your code before you terminate your GUI, okay, or destroy your GUI, if you understand what I'm talking about. So you need to use this one to clear and release all your active tasks. Okay, so now if we run, what do you expect to have? For sure, nothing. For sure, because after this we already initiate 4 tasks, then directly we clear all of them. We already clear all the tasks that we created at the beginning. So when it comes to here, for sure got nothing to run, so just keep looping here, doing nothing. So if we do bring this one here. So we should see done, 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 done without any task executed. Why? Because we already cleared it. If we take out this instruction, now we should see the task. Done, done, task, done, task, done. But with this one, it will clear all the leftover tasks, okay, that's been already running. Yeah, so these are most of the common and important instruction and commands that's been used for scheduling a task and also to manage your repeatedly needed functions or repeatedly needed code to be executed repeatedly at certain time or at specific occasions in your script or in your code. But these are the most common functions and features that can help you to develop your code. So thanks a lot. I hope you have learned something from this tutorial, and I wish it will not be too long for you guys. And see you soon in the next tutorial.